purpose of our lives is to be happy. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Still bouncing around in that area, right? 9,000 to 9,300. Some sideways movement is what I'd like to call it. Hey, that's great, right? Now, the big question has been is, are we going to slide backwards? We'd be sliding backwards to what, 8.5 to fill the gap, right? Or are we going to be shooting up? Are we going to be seeing us break out of this 9.3 area on our way up to 9.9, 10 even? What? That'd be cool. But I don't know if it's going to happen right now. You know, I do maybe see us sliding backwards a little bit. It does seem like some of the upwards momentum pressure, that I'm noticing, because I told you that I like to lean towards, Google Trends and what everyone's talking about. Everyone's leaning over towards Facebook coin, right? We're starting to hear a lot of stuff about this. Going to talk about it here in the news. Going to talk about what I think about it as well. I know we've seen a lot of the other YouTubers giving their opinions on it. But right now, I'd like to say hello to my co-host over there, Samantha.
Good evening, everyone.
So how are you this evening, Samantha?
I'm all right.
You look like you're laughing at something there in the chat.
No, I was laughing at you.
Oh. Would you like to pull up Coin Paprika over there? Let's take a look at these markets, see what we got going on with the price. What do you think, Samantha? You think we're due for a little bit of a pullback here?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I mean, we've been going upwards quite a bit lately, it seems like. I mean, if you, zoom out a little bit, it really wasn't that long ago. We're not that far into the year. All right, so we got Bitcoin, $9,088. Like I said, bouncing around between 9 and 3. All right, let's see, down 2.8%, up 14.5% in the last 7 days. Got that BTC dominance at 56.7%. Overall market cap is down 2.8%. Not that bad. Ethereum coming in at 264. As you can see, it looks like a little bit of red everywhere except for Litecoin, still holding on to that $135. It seems to have plateaued right about there. What's going to happen as we get closer to the halvening? I mean, I'd like to see the price do something different than what everybody anticipates, which is, to fall off a cliff pretty much right as we hit the halvening or on the other side of the halvening. It'd be nice to see it actually peak up. Let's see, what else we got going on here in the market? We got Bitcoin Cash sliding back 4%, EOS sliding back 5%, as they may be one of the biggest contenders here for Libra coin as it comes out into the market. We got BNB token, $34.33% as it's looking at a 1.1% gain. Wow, back there near those all-time highs. I mean, right now, are we looking at like a $50 BNB token by the end of the year if they continue on this track? I mean, as I say, hey, I wish I had jumped in. Should I be thinking, Craig, I need to be buying in on the dip on BNB token? I mean, I'm not here for financial advice. It doesn't seem to stop, right? It's not just a pump because it continues along. All right, let's go ahead. Let's stop the screen shares. I don't have anything else out here. And let's pop out the backyard. Let's pop up the chat, see if anybody came out here to make it for our third night in a row back on YouTube. I know, right? It's amazing. I kind of still haven't made up a schedule. We're just going to keep going at it and hope they don't kick us off the air. Still trying to keep everything very minimal so that they can't, the links down below are to my other social media platforms. So in case something happens, you can follow me still. So I definitely recommend going down there and follow me on Facebook and Steam and Twitter, right? What's the matter, Samantha? The cat got your tongue tonight?
No. I was reading the few things on the chat.
Always getting something around here. Oh, we got people in the chat?
We do have a few.
All right. What's up, people?
Paul says good evening and hello to me. Hello, Paul. How you doing? How you doing? Bitcoin Jake says must have forgotten the coffee. Oh. No, actually, we were having a discussion about my father's health. Not coffee related.
Samantha is quite upset. Her father is back visiting in the hospital again. He is not doing well.
I don't know. Yeah.
He says he's fine. So
yeah,
he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine, not fine. So whatever. I mean, he's a grown-ass man. Obviously, I'm not doing anything about it. So, But yes, we spent a few minutes of me and him talking.
Okay, Samantha, let's move forward.
Renaissance Novice is here. He'd say, I'd like to hear more details about the Facebook coin.
All
Know
right,
your
Renaissance
enemy.
Novice, nice seeing you, my man. He came over here from mine.
I know.
I was posting there for a while, but I didn't really seem to take off. So it was kind of just getting to be a fruitless effort on my part. So had to trim that weed, trim that vine. I stopped posting over there, but I'm glad that you were able to come follow us over here in the YouTube community. Not a lot of places, that's what people talk about, is that the centralized platform of YouTube. I mean,
well, we know how centralized it is now.
Well, I mean, even if you do go get these other platforms, I mean, Crypto Daily and Crypto Zombie and Data Dash, they've all gotten strikes recently and have talked about it and tried to point us towards alternative sites.
Yep.
But who's went over there and signed up? I mean, I did personally,
but
because
just like
I know
how
the
when our
plight.
YouTube went down and we were trying to do Facebook and Twitter, it's really hard to get people to cross over to other medias.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of people pick a certain social media platform for certain things. Like, I go to YouTube to watch videos. I'm not going to go to Facebook to watch videos.
Yeah. I mean, yes, it is. I don't know. It's the donkey and the carrot and the,
the stick.
And the stick. I mean, yes.
All right. So we got Crypto Daily.
Wait, we have Josh. He says he's here and doing well on his end. Katie, his girlfriend, is here saying watching live with Josh right now.
Awesome.
Oh, and Paul Rouleau says prayers for your father's recovery. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. He's okay. I mean, he's not in the hospital and he is all right. So, hey, it is what it is. It's Eugene's Bob's going to do what Bob's going to do. Yep.
Bob's home having a beer right now.
No, Bob's in the middle of a pool tournament at a bar having a beer right now.
Okay. Crypto Daily. All right. So he's out there putting out a video today. Definitely a little different thinking. He went and bought some Bitcoin SV.
No,
right?
Okay.
Talking about that he needs to tuck this away as a possible insurance. I do remember this Craig Wright video when he was on the internet saying that Bitcoin will not exist in a year and that there is a major flaw in it. Do you remember that, Samantha?
Yes.
You said it at the end.
Has it been a year?
It is getting closer to that time frame, but he is talking about, he brings to light the ideal of Craig Wright and his associate friend who owns a large mining pool, if they could be trying to brute force open Satoshi's wallet.
But how would you be able to do that if you don't have private keys and you don't have some of the things?
I mean, we're talking about that this is not something your average everyday person could do. It would take a lot of computing power.
Oh, you mean so he's like putting lots of money in some hackers to try to like crack that bad boy open?
Yeah, and I mean, it would be a big problem because nothing like this has ever happened in Bitcoin.
Like it would also be an ownership and privacy thing. Right. Yes, like
so I don't know. I think that this is a big, huge, long shot in the dark. I mean, it'd be bad. Like, you know what I mean? It would really be bad for Bitcoin if something like that were to happen. Talking about whether or not he ends up in jail, right? He was supposed to be producing documentation on whether or not he
Did you find out what happened in court yesterday?
Didn't really find out much, just that a lot of documents got sealed.
Okay, so there wasn't actual like a verdict or anything to give you a something, just that they turned in a bunch of shit.
And yeah, a lot of the articles I came across when I continued to search it were the same exact ones that were the same information, that, you know, he had to produce information by this date, proving that he owned or had access to the 1 million Bitcoins that he mined with the other guy or whatever, and then him claiming that he wants half of them.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. What I was trying to get out of all of this was the concept of Craig Wright pairing with his buddy there that owns the mining farm, and them turning all of the miners backwards on Bitcoin and trying to brute force open Satoshi's wallet, and it taking a long time. I don't think that they'd be able to sustain that much hash power. I think that if Craig Wright had any money, he dumped it all into the Bitcoin ABC Satoshi's Vision War.
I mean, are we talking like pretty much like a 51% attack just on the wallet? Like, I mean, that they are going to have to use quite a lot of resources and their own Bitcoin to actually break this bad boy open.
I don't know if it would be that or if it would be just random generating codes trying to fit it in the private key.
Right.
But I mean, we're talking that
like,
there's
all
like
like pineapple is the
you
one,
know,
and
a
pickle
gigantic
and,
number that would possibilities. Too many to
Ooh,
count.
that could take a real long time. I mean, that's the point of private keys. Like, yes, randomly generated.
I don't know. This guy's crazy.
No, he is. He's definitely crazy.
I don't know, but I mean, Crypto Daily made a video on it. You know, he went out and he said that he put out $500 of Bitcoin Satoshi's vision just in case. I don't know if I'm going to go insure my stuff that much.
I mean, that's
Forget
actually
I'd rather
putting
have
some stock
$500
in
more of
crazy.
Bitcoin.
Like, crazy is going to out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
All right, so let's move on. We got some more to talk about. All right, watching Crypto Zombie, talking about this guy who wanted to use Twitter as an indicator to be able to tell how many people are actually in the cryptocurrency market. We talk about how there's supposed to be like 1.9 million users in the cryptocurrency space, which doesn't seem like a very big number.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, and then he's trying to say that the number is actually more like 500,000, and he tries to use some of the highest or figureheads in crypto and how they they don't really even have 1 million followers. So, I mean, it's a positive and a negative for how small and big the space is. I don't know. See, I don't know if this is necessarily true because, like, I have a crypto Twitter, but I don't really use it. I mean, I post stuff about the show and the channel and everything like that, but I don't go.
Yes, the crypto Twitter works better than the crypto Facebook, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, but we're not like deep in there with lots of things and.
I don't know. I mean, you can't use one social media platform. I mean, if anything, I would go back to the Google searches, right? Google searches have always been a really good indicator of what's actually happening out there, what people are interested in, and which parts of the world are interested in them.
All right, so Bitcoin Jake says, Paul Calder LeRoux created E4M disk encryption. It's suspected that CSW has possession of Paul's hardware or hard drive and is using Calvin to try to crack it. So, yeah, it's not even him. Like, he has somebody else's crap and he's hoping that between other smart dude and somebody else's crap that he'll be able to bust it open.
I mean,
the man has a lot of money.
You guys know that I just do auto detailing. I'm not a computer programmer, right? I don't know the ins and outs of the codes. I have a pretty good understanding of what's happening in the cryptocurrency space and how these things work. What it really comes down to is that if you hold your private keys, it is a golden ticket that you own your Bitcoin and nobody else can get a hold of them unless you have messed up and let someone else get access to your private keys by, your computer got hacked or whatever the case may be, your printer got hacked, your router. It would be the fact that somebody else gained access to an individual's wallet and they didn't do anything wrong.
Bitcoin Jake says Paul Calder LaRousse he also went by Paul Saloshi. That's the other name he went by. Yeah, funny. But yeah, right? Oh, Saloshi's vision instead of Satoshi's.
I don't know. We're getting closer to the halvening. 338 days away.
God, it's
with the hash rate increasing, we're looking at May 21st. So less than a year.
Yep.
May 21st, 2020.
Yep.
I mean, that day is only going to get closer as we get closer and the hash rate continues to jump. We've seen the hash rate get higher and higher the closer we get to the halvening every time it's happened. So as we jump from 12.5 to 6.25 Bitcoins, even if the market does take a dip in the next week or two, I mean, is it really that bad buying it at $9,000?
I mean, I know I wouldn't put my money on Craig. Like,
yeah, I know.
Would not.
I'd rather buy another $500 worth of Bitcoin over Satoshi's vision saying that I'm going to back up the thousands I got in Bitcoin.
I mean, because even if they cracked open Satoshi's wallet, okay? I mean, all you're going to do is flood the market. You're going to devalue the Bitcoin that we have right now.
Well, I mean,
for the
he'd
small
turn
amount
around
of
and fund his
time.
own project with it. He'd turn around and kill
Yes,
the project on
yes.
purpose because he, like, I mean, the way the guy
I
acts.
mean, you're taking out a few things if you really kill like the Bitcoin. I mean, like it just doesn't see. It just seems crazy. Like it doesn't seem like it actually serves a purpose other than to show he can or try because he can.
All right. Anything going on in the chat before we go ahead and we get into Facebook coin? Because I'm sure you guys definitely have your own opinion.
Bitcoin Jake says, "Oh, and Paul has been in jail since 2003 or 2013." So, oh, he's only been in there, you know, good 6 years. Okay. And RJ just gave us a $6.99 Canadian super chat.
Oh, buddy, thank you. I super appreciate that. I actually, somebody had said something to me. I went ahead and because I had erased everything, I had also taken off all the donational addresses because I was using links out to the tally
there is no
fund
tallies. There's
but I
nothing.
did put a Bitcoin and a Litecoin address down there.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get it all back together because I cut and paste it. You know what I mean? It would be too much to have to type these things out every single day. So I bring it from the video before. So now that I got that in there, they'll be the same one carried over.
All right. So
I had
RJ,
to pull out the ledger, you know, and generate a new wallet address.
Yeah. RJ says greetings from Canada. Love all my American friends, but I don't know how you can put up with all the crypto regulations coming down on you.
I know.
Yep.
I feel you, man. If it wasn't for the cold, because see, I'm actually originally from the upstate New York area, right outside of Syracuse. I mean, Canada's great. I love the Canadian beer. OB splits are amazing. Those little beers with 12.5 ounce or 12.5% alcohol by volume.
And it's like 8 ounces or something.
Yeah, great.
Or like 6 ounces. It's the teeniest freaking bottle ever.
I mean, I used to skip school and go to Niagara Falls because you could drink at 18 on the other side. But
yeah, that was the fun, Eugene.
I mean, I can't deal with all that cold. It keeps you locked indoors. I love this outdoorsness. I mean, I am every single day. I'm out here for at least an hour. If not more days more. But
Florida is the place to be homeless in. I can tell you that. I mean, I think they only have to open those shelters or whatever, like, you know, a week out of the entire year or something here, where as opposed to in most cold places, yeah, you're freezing, dying, broke. Josh says Libra suck bucks or Zuck bucks on CNBC today. And Paul Berlo says, it's not easy, RJ. I know you're in the most regulated of the United States there, Paul.
I mean, if it was easy enough to just be able to cross the border and stay, you know, but unfortunately.
No, something about all that, you know, 9/11 whatnots, and they really want to know where everybody is and visas.
All right, so let's dig into this Facebook coin a little bit. Libra, right?
Libra.
We're getting the white paper today. Testnet is pretty much up and running now. We're getting everybody under the sun is in this besides Google and Apple. So hinting at the fact that they're probably going to start up their own competitor coin on this.
Yeah, but Google and Apple, aren't they kind of competitors themselves? I mean,
All right. So
okay, continue.
As we have Libra coming out, you don't have to have a Facebook. They're going to have a mobile wallet.
Oh, you mean I could get Libra?
Yes, because you don't have a Facebook.
Really?
Calibra, C-A Libra.
Calibra, okay.
I mean, it's going to be a mobile wallet, but it is going to have KYC.
Okay, so Facebook and the man would still know who the hell I am. So that's awesome.
They are specifically targeting the unbanked. Like they are saying in their paper or whatever. I personally didn't read it, but I caught like everybody else's YouTube on this, talking about how so many millions of or billions of people have internet access, billions of people have smartphones, but billions of people don't have access to banking. So they're going to take on the big banks, it seems like. It looks like you're going to be able to pay wherever there's a Visa or MasterCard symbol. I mean, you're going to have this wallet on your phone. It's going to be backed just like Tether. Different currencies, different assets.
I mean, this is kind of like how Venton was saying yesterday. Like, if it was an actual separate entity, except for the fact that it's backed by any currency means it's not like completely a separate entity. Like, no matter how you work on that. I mean, if the banks fall, I'm pretty sure Libra will fall. Yeah.
Maybe it's just the dying of, you know, the, I don't even know what bank that is down the road here. The Vistar or whatever it is.
Oh, the Von Star or whatever. Yes.
Branches like that closing down.
Oh, and all the credit unions. I mean, like how you have, St. Anne's Credit Union, and yes,
it's all that kind of stuff closing down, and literally they're just being kiosks everywhere and getting paid through your Facebook app and
Libra ATM. That nice.
Yeah. Yeah, kiosks. In case there is any of that physical paper left around, they want to help circulate it into the digital sense. So you'll be sticking that in the ATM to be able to turn it digital, but it don't really go the other way.
I don't know. I mean, I am not for Facebook at all ever. So, I mean, I can see how the Libra coin is kind of a big thing. It really is, but it doesn't concern me. Like, I really am hoping that it doesn't catch on.
Well, they're also going to have we found that there's going to be another token with this. It's going to be associated with the Libra, but it's not for me. It's not for you. It's not for any of us in the cryptocurrency space that could really use a leg up and try to make some extra money through investing. It's for the people with millions and millions of dollars, credited investors, and the people that have the $10 million to invest to be able to run in one of these nodes. It's going to be for them.
Yes, where you have to pay $10 million to run a node. Hey, if you have $10 million. I mean, come on over.
They're talking about that, 5 years down the road, they'd like to decentralize this and everything and make the currency, blah, blah, blah. But it is going to have smart contracts on it. It's going to be a lot. I mean, if there was no other cryptocurrency, we'd all be looking at this stuff in astonishment. So to the general public that really doesn't understand what internet is besides something used to buy drugs on the internet with,
or to get your hookup from, because
they're going to look at Libra coin and they're going to think, oh, this is what money's supposed to be now that everything's digital.
Right? It's all like, oh man, I don't just find a guy on here or like get some. No, you can make money. Yeah. Epiphany. Okay. So Paul Relo says, Zuck Buck suck. Wow, that was hard to say, but yes, they do. Paul Relo says illegal immigrants can now get a driver's license here, but I can barely buy Bitcoin. Bump, right?
That's why you got to start going peer to peer, my friend.
I mean, this is why Trump wants the wall, right? I mean, it's just, oh, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay, BTC Moon Guy says, glad that we are back. Rock on, my Bitcoin friends.
My friend.
He also says he has never been on Facebook. I am there with you, bro. We are a very, very small percentage.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that Facebook doesn't have a profile on you.
Yeah, sadly, I mean, it really probably could. I have told Eugene not to put pictures on and things and tag me in things and and that's the problem. The fact that there's a couple probably means Facebook knows exactly what I look like. Yepper. Facial recognition is not cool.
Anything else, Samantha?
Nope, that's it.
I mean, I don't even know what to think about this Facebook coin. See, I think that they want it to be big, right? Because they're gonna want to use a secondary coin. They're gonna want to make profit off of it. The only way to make profit is to get people using the Libra token. But
yes, but I'm with you. The only way you're going to use it is if you give them some gigantic refund. You know what I mean? Like something where it's all like, hey man, here's like $200 or $100 or $50. I mean, it needs to be a larger amount for everybody to really be incentivized. Right.
I think it was during Obama's presidency. Do you remember when we got that check in the mail? It was like a stimulus check or something.
Yeah.
And they wanted to help kickstart the American government.
Oh, that was in 2008. Well, actually, it was in 2009.
By giving everybody a couple $100. I mean, they are going to have to do something like that. Like they're going to have to say, "Oh, you got a Facebook? Well, here's $150 worth of the Libra coin."
Yep, go do what you want with it. Like, just use it, man. Like,
because without something like that, I don't see why I'm going to go take my debit card and buy Facebook coins so that I can go.
When you can take your debit card and buy Bitcoin. I mean, really? Really?
Yeah.
All of it has KYC. So really, what's the difference? What is the difference? Why? I mean,
there are positive advantages, which is going to be like money transmittance.
Yeah.
But still, that's not me.
They that's have not a Cash
you.
App already.
That's not a lot of people. I'm talking about how do we get, 9 out of 10 people using this coin. Why are 9 out of 10 people going to use this coin? That's still my big question, is why are they not going to keep doing the same old? Because as far as I know, people always do the same old. They eat a Big Mac, they come home, they sit down, they complain about how their job was too tough, and they watch TV until it's time to go to bed after they stayed up too late, and then they complain in the morning that they're tired.
It's everybody. Human nature. You form a routine. Okay, whatever your likes, dislikes, your pattern is, you form a routine, and to make people break their routine is going to you need an incentive.
Yeah.
You need something.
Either it needs to cost less or be free.
Yes, or get money or something. Yes,
out of nowhere.
You're not going to just break your routine that you've done for 5 years or 10 years or whatever, and it's worked for you just because you've had a bunch of ads in your face enough.
Because there's a new button. And there's a lot of new buttons on my Facebook.
I mean, sadly, human nature is the way it is, and we really do I do this, then I do that, and then I come home and you do this, until Facebook is literally saying I'm sure Facebook has the capital to be able to hand out hundreds of dollars to freaking every user there is. I'm sure they can, especially considering that they're making this coin and they're able to produce it, and it's all that. I mean, really?
Well, we're going to see how it unfolds. We're going to see how it unravels. I'll definitely take a free couple $100. I'd like to definitely see
we were on Coinbase trying to get the $5 for the sellers and the XRPs and all of the earns.
I'd still like to see the avenue between Facebook coin and the regular cryptocurrency market, because that would be a nice way to be able to have another on and off ramp avenue. Because if I could trade Bitcoin for Facebook coin and then be able to go to an ATM or sell it somewhere and it be almost the same as physical cash, that would be some incentivization too. Especially when you're talking about the people like the guys we were talking about yesterday that had to go meet in a motel room to drop off $200,000 worth of cash or a Bitcoin for cash. And it ended up being undercover officers. Well, if you're able to digitally trade for Facebook coin and then use Facebook coin, it's a centralized system. So,
and it's the same thing as how it takes so long for Google AdSense to pay out.
Yeah.
And Amazon, stuff. They would have to literally shorten all of that, where you're not waiting a week or a month or whatever to be able to actually transfer and get out your funds. And that they would have to give you funds. I'm not seeing, because if they give you $50 or $100, but it takes 3 weeks for you to be able to get it out, that's going to stall people out right there.
Yeah, but
they'll be incentivized by, it says this much, but
But are you going to have a situation like the PayPal accounts where they have buyer protection? What happens if I went and sold something to somebody and they gave me the Facebook coin, and then when they got it, they didn't like it, it wasn't right, it was broken, I sent them the wrong thing, then they want their money back. With normal cryptocurrency, transactions are a push, not a pull, so they're never getting their money back.
Yes. So you have to convince that person to hit enter.
What's Facebook going to do here on this end? Or is it that this is what people are going to want to start doing instead of using PayPal?
I don't know.
This is time. Time tells these things. Let the criminals figure this out, and we'll all know as I sit back and watch it happen with my Bitcoin. So.
All right. So Renaissance Novice says, yeah, seriously, it's called dark profiles or something. I just know I don't want them to know any of my facial structure, and they do, thanks to that man right there. Yep.
I'm sorry, Samantha. That's how I keep all my pictures.
Whatever, man.
I can't host that many.
And Renaissance Novice says, it is too bad. It'd be nice if Facebook had integrated Bitcoin, but they're just trying to be the next altcoin.
Yeah, the big argument was, why didn't they do this on Ethereum? You know, they could have made all of this happen on Ethereum just as easily. I mean, if you have a lot of power, why would you give it away or any of it when you can just see if you can double down on it? Because, I mean, now they're the next big bank.
Maybe they don't have all the power, Eugene.
Now they just got to change the name a little bit, because now everyone's mad. Facebook, you know, if they can, you know, somehow distract from being Facebook and all of a sudden rebrand as something different and say it's because this other corporation and this other corporation are part of it, people forget. People got short-term memories.
Because they like to stay in their routine.
15 minutes is all the limelight is.
I mean, I am.
All right. Are you ready to wrap this show down? We got more in the chat.
No, we're good.
Anything you guys want to talk about, please go ahead and put it in the chat. Other than that, probably be coming to an end of the show here. What do we got going on? We'll be out here tomorrow. You're not working, so probably maybe earlier, right?
It could be earlier. You get home a lot earlier than I do.
We'll be able to get that pile of wood over there lit up, and we'll be able to have a bonfire along with this.
Depends on how much it rains.
Yeah, it's been raining quite a bit during the days around here. Besides all that, nothing much going on with the show. Just hit that notification bell so you know that when we're coming out here live. We've been trying to just see if we can't bring you streams as often as we possibly can. We're trying to keep a roll going right about now. So tomorrow will be day number 4 of this. No fundraisers, nothing going on right now towards Bitcoin awareness. Just trying to keep the channel up and going. Right.
We're just happy that YouTube is not shutting us down
glad
at
that
the
YouTube's
moment.
not shutting us down. Like I said, I got a few different links down below to take you over to some other social media platform. I'd really appreciate it if you went over there and started subscribing or following or whatever it is on the other platform. I'm posting these videos there as well, so hopefully we can pick up more people from different social media platforms, like our friend Renaissance Novice here, who joined us from Minds. Besides all that, I do have the donational addresses down there now.
Josh and Katie, who came over from Facebook instead of Paul Rouleau. So I mean, we got some cross merging. Okay, it's just not a lot, but it's at least something, man.
It's more people that are out here trying to spread that Bitcoin awareness, because you know what? In the back of our minds, we all know what's right and we know what's wrong, right? I mean, when you really break it down, and we know that the dollar bill is wrong because it's not working, and Bitcoin really just seems to click, and we know that it's not going to do it on its own. So we got to help it, right? So our friends here that came over to Facebook, right? Paul Rouleau, Josh, Katie, they just know this too. And the more we keep getting out here talking about it, the more we spread awareness, the more people we're going to get that know this as well.
We're the two that have the totem in the crowd, man. And you guys have found us.
All right, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Hopefully a little earlier. So go out there, have a good night, and remember to keep that BTC safe. Later.
Bye, guys.